Yeah, what I'd like to share, especially the next time we're in a bit more lengthy video, is how we repair these panhead spigots. I've done a little bit on the shop dope with Barry, but I'd like to share some of this with your viewers. But it's how we repair these, and I have fixtures. These fixtures are going to be available. Our spigots are going to be available. They're welded on the inside, and this is what they look like. Now, this isn't cleaned up, but this is welded on the inside, and this, boys and girls, is how God intended it. So what we want to do is share some of this. We've got some over on the mill right there, but in closing, we have two really special engines that the next time Kent's here that we're going to delve into, and one of them's very rare, and we're going to set a doggone land speed record with it. How about that? You ready?
Heck yeah.
Let's go see what Vivian's got to show us.
All right, let's go check out. We got to show you the biker build-off stuff she has upstairs. I'll give you a quick glimpse, but not too much press on these. These are a couple of very special engines we'll cover the next time through. Yeah. And then we have over here a very, very special engine, which we can't show you too much of that one.
What's that? That's like that Captain Crunch cereal right there.
Shiny. Well, that's
look at this. What could it be?
Not too much press on that yet.
Let you know.
Stay tuned, folks. Don't try to zoom in. So there's some really cool stuff I got to show you upstairs before we wrap this up. How could we not cover this? I'll have to cover it in more length. But this car right here, what motor is this?
This is a 1934 VL, and this came out of
Harley Davidson motor, right?
oh yeah, Harley Davidson motor, wheels through time. Matt and Dale Walksner.
Maggie Valley.
Yep, in Maggie Valley. Yep, and it's a 1934 VLD, and what's interesting is, well, in fact, you can look over here. You can find out this is where they got the gas tank here, and they got the battery box here, and look at the old gas tank back in the back. It's where they really ran the fuel.
Vivian's got something she wants to show us too. How these came about. How these. Now this is a homemade. Now that gas tank is just a gas can back there.
That's Grandpa's gas tank. They stole it.
And this is a homemade unit right here. Like people made these. This wasn't made by a manufacturer. This was actually out of a Popular Mechanics book, which they have right over here. This is how this came to be. This is back when people, even regular people, used to do these kind of things. You know, not just master craftsmen like
And
Barry.
then-
Popular.
And look at the gas tank.
How to
there.
build a midget racer.
And
Here. I don't know how
Look
many
at
got
that.
built, but this is a real deal. It's got a 34 Harley motor in it.
Crazy.
Isn't that cool?
And they used Indians. We have a friend that has a knucklehead. We have a friend that has a Harley Davidson 45, and his Doug Waskey, the guy that I'm going to introduce you to, Around the World Doug, up here in Headland, Alabama. He's out picking up another pile of motorcycles to bring back to his museum. But yeah, we're gonna race this baby.
You're gonna get it street legal too in Alabama, right?
Down here in Alabama, we can license anything. But we're going to, yeah, we're gonna put it on the street.
If you put turn signals on something down here, it doesn't. There's no state
Turn
inspection.
signal.
There's nothing.
Right
if you
there.
have a turn signal,
There you
on
go.
it, you can register it.
Vivian,
Street legal.
Look at the brake. That's the brake.
that's so cool. That's a Fred Flintstone brake if I've ever seen one. Vivian, let's show the guys your wall of fame up here.
Oh, my office.
And on the way up, there's a whole nother story right here. That's Amelia Earhart on your left. They have a tie with Amelia Earhart in the family. We'll get into that next time. Here's a picture of Barry looking like Ted Nugent right over here. And this is Vivian's office up here. And she's got some cool stuff to show you.
Oh, well.
The only lady ever to win the biker build-off right here. This is legit.
Yeah, this was
Cover Easy Riders magazine.
This was Bitch Slap. This was in 2006. I guess this was on the March 2007 Easy Rider cover. So the only woman on the Easy Rider cover, oh, the only woman's motorcycle, because that is not me. Thank you.
The only woman's built motorcycle ever to grace the covers of Easy Rider magazine for
And now the
decades.
Easy Rider is no more. Yeah.
The only one that will ever be.
The only one that will ever be, yeah.
And this is Discovery Channel's first female build-off winner, Vivian GYPSY. I don't remember her name.
Charis.
Charis.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the bike name was called Bitch Slap. It was a knuckle. graciously spoiled, and
But
that's her right there.
honestly, it was a dual rear head knuckle. The two exhausts coming out of one side, and then we had a really crazy long manifold out of the other side. Manifold was so long that it got so cold it would frost up. 234 Makunis on that motor.
If you want to see Gypsy in the biker build-off thing, go back to earlier in the video. The actual what you have to type in on the Google search will come up, and you can actually watch it on the Discovery Go network. It's still online. So
yeah, this like insane long
that's incredible.
intake manifold.
It almost looks like almost like a supercharger or something. I know it's not, but
it was freaking crazy. A tuning nightmare. But I gotta say, Barry is the tuning god. So believe it or not, even with that crazy manifold, he was able to tune that thing.
very cool.
Which is real crazy.
There's a whole there's a whole nother 30-minute video just about this. I'm sure they did a whole movie about it, basically the 1-hour show, right?
It's a crazy.
And here's you're on Hot Bike Magazine too.
This was before I even was hanging around with Barry. This was quite a while before. And I guess that's one of the reasons why Hugh King had gotten a hold of me to be on the Biker Build-Off.
Well, there's not too many women that can build a bike like this. Not too many men that can build a bike like this. Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any other? This is that's you at the Bonneville Salt Flats.
At the Salt Flats, yeah, and
Just incredible.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Who's that?
That's my mom.
Now we know where you got it from. There's always a great mom that gets her daughters into this, right?
I'll tell you what, she wasn't into any kind of motorcycles, but she was an incredible woman.
She endorsed you doing it, probably, right?
Yeah. When I got she actually signed to get my first Harley when I was 18. She signed to have. She was co-signer on my loan for $1,100 to get my first Harley.
The view from up here is just incredible. I got to share this with everybody. That's their library of magazines and books over there. It looks like they got several thousand.
It's crazy. Those things haven't come out of boxes yet, so that's pretty.
What else on the wall here do our viewers need to share? This they got to see this.
Well,
you look like a factory road racer there.
Barry got me for my birthday. We try not to give each other just kind of stupid stuff, that we could buy for ourselves. Because I don't know which guns he wants, and he doesn't know what jewelry I want. So he usually ends up buying a gun and saying, "Oh, look what I bought you!" And it's like, yeah, thanks.
That came from the Keith Code, though. That was the Keith Code school. Remember back in the early '80s, the Keith Code twist of the wrist, and he's there. And I didn't get him to sign these, but I'm gonna get him to sign it next time. But I mean, the front by Eddie Lawson and Wayne Rainey, that speaks for itself. There's some of your
absolutely
Japanese
heroes, legends and heroes.
Yeah, he now has he has the California Superbike Race School, and they go ahead and they sell cornering classes. Yeah, that was when I was first starting building.
That was the name of your company, or your?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you had your own motorcycle custom building company at one point.
Yeah.
Is that you in the picture?
Yeah.
That's pretty badass. You guys have lived quite the life, quite the blessed life. I think we talked about that earlier. Is that you in these pictures?
Oh yeah. I used to. I wrote for Thunder Press magazine, probably for about 5 years, I guess.
Wow. So you were an editor, a writer, also?
Yeah.
Wow.
Photojournalist, and she worked for Rogue.
Photojournalist. Yeah.
Wait a minute here. This bike builder coming to Dothan shop. So you came aboard here, and it got in the newspaper.
Yeah, they made quite a big deal of.
It is a big deal. You guys are way too humble.
of me coming to Dothan.
Well, it's a big deal, That's awesome to have someone who has had their own reality show and custom bike building. The only woman to ever make it on Easy Rider's cover, racer extraordinaire, and
Deer
came
hunter,
to Dothan.
scuba diver.
Yeah, and you came aboard and joined, partnered up with Barry here, and
with
you guys
the
kicked ass.
crazy man.
Yeah, you guys make the hell of a team. That's awesome.
It's been a wild ride, but it ain't over yet.
Oh, hell no. The best part's still to come, because both you guys have been working your asses off for the last 15 years while you've been together. Right now, you're spending 6 months as a professional nurse.
Yeah.
And not at home. And I think the best years are ahead for you guys. I really do.
Oh, I agree.
The pressure's off now.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know, and you can really enjoy each other and travel and do, ride and share love and your passion for motorcycling with the world, you know.
So we
You know,
wanna do-
there's one thing I want to say. This is very interesting, and it has to do with our world. Jerry Greer, the Indian Mako guy. Jerry Greer, what a guy. I looked up to this guy for so long. I'd never met him in person. But through Facebook, oddly enough, for the good or the bad of Facebook, we became friends. And we talked about all kinds of things. And he was a big butterfly guy. He loved that I planted my deer fields. We talked about many things of life, not just motorcycles. And he was just a Mako nut. And he contacts me one day about his mother, Virginia Greer. And she was an acclaimed author. And they had lived in Mobile, Alabama. He had actually attended Auburn University here, and they'd moved to California. His mother passes away. Man, this is hard to say. It's hard to talk about. Talk about emotions. He contacts me one day, and he says a university there in Southern California had taken his mother's library and put it in their library, but he had a few select books that she had written, and he wanted to know if he could bring them home to Alabama. So he sent me his mother's private books.
Wow.
And I'm looking through his books, and I found 2 personal letters from his mama to him. And right after that, 2 weeks later, he died of a heart attack. It just happened. He was in good health. He just finished his Mako. And so my library is the Jerry and Virginia Greer Library. And we have her books in here. We're not finished with it yet, but it's going to be super nice, and it will have the name up there. But that is the reason for the name of that particular library. And now we do this. We have wildflowers underneath, and now we plant wildflowers out on the side of our shop for butterflies in honor of Jerry Greer.
Christy would love that. She's a big time. We have a huge garden in front of our house, and she plants special flowers just so specific butterflies show up and everything. So,
nice.
well, God willing, she'll be with me in a couple weeks. I know she's at home now because of a little family tragedy we had, which we haven't really disclosed that yet. Yeah. But you know, guys, I've been all over the country going to motorcycle museums, and I've seen a lot of private collections. I have not seen a finer
This is just
collection of. But this is what I really enjoyed about your place is. It's all this stuff is real. It's stuff you've created and been a part of. All of this stuff that Vivian has here, all her accomplishments, all your accomplishments, and all the people in the industry that were fortunate to work with you, building over 4,000 custom
friends.
motorcycles around. Yeah, the friends and family.
Friends, man, it's so important, the friends that we've made in this industry, and industries connected to it, and they're still friends. We get mementos sent to us weekly that, can we put this in there, and we're so honored. We're just blessed. We're just blessed, and sometimes you need to take a moment to realize just how blessed you are, you know. I mean,
I think it's appropriate with the
we're
Christmas
not-
tree in the
we're not-
background there.
we're not rich, but we're rich in the heart, brother.
Amen. Any closing statements you guys would like to leave with the viewers, your friends, your fans, your families, going into 2021 here?
2021.
Well, if you learn to do something in life, don't take it to the grave. Share your art and share your trade.
Amen.
Pass it on.
Amen. So stay tuned in your YouTube channel again.
Shop Dope with Barry. Hey,
Shop
where's the
Dope with
book?
Barry.
I don't know, Bear.
I'm not gonna be able to find it in time. We're running out of film.
So where do we leave off?
Okay, well, we were talking about my the Shop Dope with Barry that YouTube channel that Vivian and I do together, and I was going to try to find the replica manual, but I can't seem to scrub it up right now. So, but that's where we are. Shop Dope with Barry. It's on YouTube. We're trying to get more content up there, and that's where we are with it.
And we'll be back in a couple weeks, and we'll disclose the Land World Speed Record
Yeah,
motor.
we'll look at a couple cool engines and some more goodies,
We can't tell you everything about it because we don't want the competition to have any
and
secrets.
they'll get to
but
meet Hannibal.
absolutely.
Hannibal the Snake.
Oh yeah, there's a massive
Eastern Diamondback.
Eastern Diamondback. I can probably zoom in on him from here. I've never seen a bigger.
He's a big boy.
He's what, 6 foot probably.
Oh yeah, he's 6 foot, and he has the personality of an angry teenager listening to Ozzy Osbourne on number 11.
So yeah, you don't want to play with him too much, huh?
He's a prick.
Except Barry comes in the morning and talks to him like he's a kitten. Good morning. How are you? And this thing is sitting there like, I will kill you now.
Well, you try to appease the dragon.
Yeah. Well, guys, thanks for watching, and everybody out there, if you haven't subscribed, hit like and subscribe, and check out Barry's channel. Like and subscribe to that. He's got some good content coming. And thank you both for inviting us into your kick-ass world that you have here. I love every minute and every second of everything I saw here. Thanks for sharing it with us.
Honored to have you.
Yeah, thanks for
here.
coming by.
Yeah,
We're a fan of what you do, for sure.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys. Stay tuned, and as always, God bless America.